Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. I was not reveling in the fact that Trump Tower was on fire today. Apparently, it's not on fire anymore, so they got it resolved. According to Trump's tweets, at least, it's all been resolved. But hey, this is Don't Steak, episode 97. Thank you all for joining me. And I wanted to say this episode is brought to you by Russell Crowe's auction, The Art of Divorce. Apparently he put a whole bunch of things up for sale, including that awesome armor that he wore from Gladiator. I did not know about this. Apparently he's celebrating his marriage to his ex-wife. I did not know people did that, but hey, whatever floats your boat, right, Mr. Crow? So that's that. But what I really wanted to talk about today was this story about this young man, this young black male, Lakeith Smith, was it? Yes, Lakeith Smith, currently age 18. He's going to jail for 65 years. Could have been 25 years, but he laughed at the sentence that he was going to be given. And so the judge said, okay, well, you want to laugh. And he's been taking the whole sentencing and the hearing and all that pretty lightly. So the judge gave him 65 years. Now, there's a lot more to this story, so let's just dive into it. So an Alabama teen, and this is from Fox News, and I'll also read a little bit from Huffington Post, so you get some of the right and some of the left commentary. So from Fox News, they said an Alabama teen laughed Thursday as a judge sentenced him to 65 years in prison for murder and theft after he rejected a plea deal that would have given him only 25 years behind bars. Yes, Lakeith Smith from Montgomery, Alabama, yes, very deep South Alabama, was sentenced for 65 years for felony murder, armed burglary, second-degree theft, and third-degree theft. And now I'm going to switch over to Huffington Post so that we can kind of figure out exactly what happened behind this story. So he was convicted mainly under the state's accomplice liability law this past month in March. And based on that law, a person can be convicted of murder if they were committing a crime with the deceased that led to that deceased person's death. According to the Montgomery Advertiser, which is what Huffington Post put here. In Smith's case, he was involved in burglaries alongside a 16-year-old, Adante Washington, when a police officer shot and killed Washington in 2015. Now, going back to the Fox News article, it is also noted that when they were committing these burglaries, a police officer was called to the scene, and according to body cam footage, these children, because they were children at the time. Remember, Lakeith is now 18, which means 3 years ago in 2015, he would have been 15 years old, and I guess Adante, since he's dead, was also 16 years old. But again, this just kind of shows you how old these kids were. Now, Huffington Post says they were scared. I'm sorry, but if you're committing a burglary, you should be scared the entire time you're committing this. When I play Skyrim and I burglar someone's house, I am scared, and it's not even a real game. I don't know if the person's going to wake up or if someone's just going to show up. You should be scared. So this shouldn't even be like a thing that they shouldn't be worried about. You should be scared all the time. But Huffington Post said they were scared, so what? You shoot back? Now, apparently, these kids somehow had guns. They had guns on them, on their personal bodies. And they decided to shoot back at the cop. So the cop shot to protect himself and killed one of the boys. And based on this law, the cop isn't the one that gets in trouble. It's one of the other boys that gets in trouble. Now, this Lakeith Smith was also being sentenced, and there are two other boys. Their names. Black people, do me a favor. Can we please give our kids some normal names? I can't remember what I was just watching. Oh yes, Blackish, where Andre wanted to name his newest son Devontae, and the whole episode was about, look, please, give this boy a chance to actually become something. Do not give your child a name like Devontae or like these two other suspects, Javarske, Jadarian, LaAnthony. Come on, folks. If a name starts with it's like that, like Java or Jada or Lava or anything like that, maybe take a look at something else. If it has like more than 4 or 5 syllables, you might be setting your child up for failure. Unless it's like one of those serious African names, like Chiwetel. I think they were talking about Chiwetel Ejiofor, or I don't know what else there is out there. But please, we need to really name our children better, because we're just setting them up for failure when we give them these crazy names. Adante, Lakeith even. I mean, Lakeith, I don't know. But still, some of these other names are they're just far out of left field. But anyway, I'm getting so distracted here. So these other boys haven't been charged yet. But you have five black men, children, burglarizing homes in deep South Alabama. What do you think is going to happen? Nothing that is going to help you out. So my take on this is goodbye, Lakeith. You can spend 65, 105, however many years you want to spend in jail. Because look, again, I go back to this. We keep saying Black Lives Matter, but these black kids, they don't think their own lives matter. And until something changes about that, I can't support these kids like this. I can't support the law that is throwing this guy in jail for the rest of his life. I can't support the fact that he decided to laugh at what would have been a lesser sentence, and now it's a longer sentence. I can't support this. I cannot support people who aren't willing to fight for themselves and who aren't willing to at least try and do the right thing. You're going around burglarizing houses and I'm supposed to have sympathy for you? Nah, man, nah, not at all. So you can go and rot in jail, and all your friends, I hope that they go to jail for a long time as well, because this is just ridiculous. It's stupid. It's stupid in my mind. So let me know what you guys think. I already know what y'all are gonna think about this. This is a gimme story. I already know the responses I'm gonna get. So I just thought I'd just throw this one out here. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know what else you got, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.